What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks back with another Palantir update video. So we'll take a look how Palantir stock traded this past couple days. Since I know I haven't made a video on Palantir for a couple days now, we'll take a look at future levels of support and resistance to get an idea of what it could do. And lastly, we'll take a look at the red days we've had and why I am not worried about the red days that we are seeing in Palantir. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me hit record here and we'll get right into it. So let's take a look at, kind of the red days we've had and why, I'm not too worried. But before we do that, I just want to cover a quick piece of news here. So Palantir was downgraded today by Citi, which could have led to the red day that we saw today. It was downgraded to sell from neutral, although the price target was raised to 15 from 10. They cited that it is up 150% since September's its listing, since it went public. They think it's vulnerable with the upcoming lockup expiration, which if you are a shareholder of the company, one of kind of the big ones that are in the company themselves, you can't sell your shares for a certain amount of time after the stock launches in the stock market with the IPO. So if that lockup period expires, then those shares could be sold and coming into the market. And then they're talking about, kind of how there were some contracts that came in that were COVID related contracts. So they're kind of, wanting to see what the stock does post-COVID, kind of like Moderna. I know that's another company I cover, but stock was jumped up because of COVID related news. And then, it started selling off because people are wondering, well, what can this company do besides some COVID related stuff? So that's a little bit of news. Let me close that for us real quick. We'll get right into the stock itself. Let's take a look at how we were today. So, yesterday we sold off, we bounced at one of our levels, and then we were kind of at this $25 level. And then today we opened slightly above it. But, as I always say, look, if we were right above one of our levels and we see more of a sell-off, then our levels don't necessarily have to hold, which is exactly what we saw today, right? So our $25 level did $25.39 did not hold. We broke below, dropped all the way to $24.37, and then we made a push at VWAP, and I really like seeing this because we caught VWAP, but then we went right back down, came up, and then we were bouncing on VWAP. Then a little push here, right? But if you take a look, we got rejected pretty much at this level. We got about 6 cents over that level, and then came right back down, right below VWAP. Tried to make another push. This time couldn't even make it to our level, and then we sold off into the close, down about 2.27% on the day. So a pretty, pretty red there compared to the indexes, which were down 0.12%. The Dow was down 0.19%, and then S&P was down 0.35%. So compared to all the indexes, right, we were down a lot more, about 2%. But the reason I'm not worried is, let me show you, we've talked about this a couple times. But regardless, let me show you. So we are talking about this pennant that has been forming since late November. If we go here, right, I think the last time I made a video, we were talking about, I think we were either here or here, and I talked about, hey, we're forming this pennant. For this pennant to hold, we needed to stop going up because we had this nice green day. We needed to stop going up. We needed to get rejected at this level, right? And kind of either go down, right? So there's a couple things that can happen. We either hit up, then go down, bounce off of this support line, right? The bottom line of the pennant coming up, and then we kind of consolidate, push up. We get rejected, we go sideways, we get to the end, we push up, we get rejected, we go down, we go up, we push up. So that's exactly what we're seeing here. We're getting rejected from this top line, which is good news for us. If you want to see a breakout, this is continuing to kind of form that that pennant for us. Moving down, and now the question becomes where it finds support. So from here, does it start to go sideways maybe until the end of this pennant, then start to push up, or does it go down, bounce, and then we see a little bit more of a consolidation before it pushes up? That's the question that I don't have the answer to, but what I can tell you is future levels of support and resistance that we could look at, right? So if we start to sell off again, right, if we see a little bit more of a sell-off, we've got this EMA kind of right at the $24 mark. That's the 34 EMA. So that's the next level that I'm watching on the downside, which is really close to this low 24s level. So pretty much this 34 EMA low 34s level. Then we've got this 2362 level as well. Both of those I think should act as some level of support, but what I'm really looking forward to holding if we do get all the way down here is this level in the low 23s. Again, that line coming up from the pennant, probably this way. I don't know which way the camera would make it seem, but you know what I'm talking about, right? That upward coming line. That needs to hold, and the stock needs to move up from here for this pennant to not be broken and for us to start pushing up. On the upside, right, I think this 25 level, similar to how it acted as a little bit of resistance today, this 25.39, I think will continue to hold as a little bit of a resistance. But if we are able to get through it, then, you know, we've got, so first and foremost, we've got the 8 and 21 EMA coming up as well in the low 25s. Then we've got this 25.39 point, and then we've got this line that, you know, is probably going to come down and be near the 26s. And I want us to get rejected by that level maybe one more time, right, before we kind of consolidate and start to push sideways for a breakout. I'm long-term bullish on Palantir. I continue to hold my 2023 leap that I have put on, as well as some shares. Don't have a lot of shares, but some shares that I plan on holding. I do think long-term this company goes up from here. Short-term there might be volatility. Of course, make sure to always make your own trading decisions. Don't listen to someone on YouTube and put your money kind of where they're putting their money, right? So make sure you're always comfortable with that. But I'm really looking forward to this consolidation, hopefully for a little bit, and then you know, so we'll see if we get a little bit of a breakout. So far it's holding up that pennant really nicely. A couple days ago we said it needs to reject this. We got that, so that's why, you know, I'm not too worried about the red day that we saw. So hope you guys found that helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Comment what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.